was growing up, we were not with a joint family. So we're a nuclear family, and my parents are bankers. So we moved around quite a lot because my dad, every time he'd get a promotion, and my mom was also in the bank. So every time they take a promotion, we'll have to move cities. So we traveled quite a lot in North India and everywhere, and a little bit in South India and Karnataka as well. But we never really stayed in a place, and that's why we didn't really make a lot of friends while growing up. So my sister and I, like every sister, like siblings, we hated each other, but we also love each other. So we had that thing, and although we didn't have a lot of friends, and we would pretend like we were not very close, we were still very, very close. So when we were growing up, my sister and I, every day after dinner, we'd go get ice cream. It's like, I don't know, it's a very Delhi thing to do, to get ice cream after dinner, and I don't know why people do that. Like in Bangalore, nobody does it. Like, oh my god, tired and all. Now we have Swiggy. So I was such a fan of my sister that if she gets a chocolate ice cream, I want chocolate. My sister's like, no, you're not getting one. And I'm like, no, I want chocolate ice cream. And then if she changed her mind, I changed it as well. So that's how we were. So what happened is, when we were growing up, my mom used to stitch clothes for us. And my mom always wanted to be, she somehow related very creatively to stitching and designing and things like that. And back in their time, they were called tailors. And now we have designers, like really creative ones. So they came from a very, very poor family, so they were not encouraged to follow the fashions and stuff. And then she became a banker. That explains. So what my mom would do is, she would stitch clothes for my sister and I, just because she felt like it. And the side effect of that was that in all the pictures, my sister and I are wearing the same fabric clothing, and she wouldn't even think of choosing a different day for both of us to like wear the same thing, like together. And then we have holiday pictures where we go to Agra and we went in front of Taj Mahal. There's a picture like that, and it looks like a large version and a smaller version. And I'm like, why would you do that to us? Like, why? And I'm looking all sassy with sunglasses and looking like my sister's all like, I don't like my sister. So yeah, that moments. And there's another picture where my mom is also wearing the same print. So it's like she's bought it in like wholesale. She's got this huge ass fabric of, I don't know, some 50 meters, and she's like, everybody gets it. And she's wearing a kurta, and my sister's wearing a long dress, and I'm wearing a short like mini. And I'm like, why would we go out in public like this? But that's a very sweet memory that we have of my childhood. And my mom used to always make, so I have a skirt that's a fabric of all the flags of nations. So it's different flags. So this is Africa, this is that. And I'm like, back then I used to love that skirt because it was super colorful. Now when I see it, I'm like, why would I wear flags on my skirt? Like, it's so disrespectful. But then there we were. And my sister has the same thing in a larger one. So yeah, I think the larger one will fit me now. But yeah, that's how we were. And I would keep telling my mom that I don't want the same thing like that. And I know I used to find it very fascinating that my outfits are matching with my sister. Like, it's so cool. Like, I used to always think she's very cool. But my sister used to always be like, don't make the same clothes as mine for her.
She's the elder one.
Yeah. She's the elder one. So she's 3 years older than me. And she obviously had more common sense and better dressing sense than me back then. So she would always be like, no, let's not dress the same way. So on her birthday, my mom stitched a dress for her from this fabric. And my sister obviously did not want the same one for me because it's her day. So fancy. So I was like, no, I want something to match with her. So she made like this scarf, or it was actually just a fabric, and I put it in my ponytail, and I was like, yeah, I got some for my sister. So back then, I used to think that why would my mom go through all this effort of stitching for kids when you can actually just go out and buy. So now that my sister's married and she has a daughter of her own, so my niece is 3 years old. So now that I love her and adore her so much, and I studied master's in fashion designing. So like my mom, the creative genes just flowed into me, and I know. So I studied fashion designing, and then we had kids wear in our this thing. So I just stitched a small skirt for her, and it kind of got fascinating. I was like, oh my god, I can like make a whole wardrobe for my niece. Like, how cute would it be? And this one day, I was sitting down and I was stitching on my fashion maker at home, and I was like, oh my god, this will look cute. And so there's a picture of this dress that I made for my niece. Yeah, so this is what I made. The first dress that I made for her. photos.
So
And,
cute. She's
yeah.
quite the poser.
I know. I was like, keep it like this, okay, just like that. And so when I was actually stitching, although it's not very perfect, but while I was stitching it, it just actually hit me that I'm like an updated version of my mom.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my god, the cycle is just repeated. And now I realize why my mom would go through all the effort of going to Karol Bagh and buying fabrics in the heat and Delhi heat, It's just mad. And then she'd stitch for us, and then she'd measure and make so many different types. She'd make that headscarf and everything. So I just realized why she did all of it. Because even though it's a very, very small thing to stitch a skirt from a flag wala fabric, but the effort is plenty, it says so much. So when I actually gave it to my niece, I was like, I made the dress for you, and she's holding it on the hanger and she's telling everybody at home, it's pretty, and that is just everything. Although I spent like a good week stitching that dress, and I was like, this is not working and it won't fit her. We had to change the whole thing, we had to choose a different fabric. But once she wore it and she posed like that, I was like,
It's all
yeah, it's all worth it.